Trump had a lot to say during his speech last night. One thing the president said really caught the attention of a Sandy man because it's what he's been waiting to hear for nearly 3.5 years. News specialist Alex Cabrero spoke with him this morning. He joins us now live. Alex, this was all about his son who was killed in Afghanistan.
That's right. Marine Staff Sergeant Taylor Hoover, who is from Utah, is one of 13 American service members who were killed in Afghanistan during the American military withdrawal in 2021. Now, ever since, his father, Darren Hoover, feels like he hasn't been getting the whole truth about what happened. He knows a lot of people disagree with him, but after President Trump's speech last night, Hoover told me he now feels vindicated.
The president has made promises to us.
Even though he knew it was coming, Darren Hoover still couldn't believe it actually happened.
To hear the words come out of his mouth, it was very, very reassuring.
3.5 years ago,
Last night, during President Trump's speech to Congress, the president brought up the 13 American military members who were killed in a bombing during the American withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Not that they were withdrawing, it was the way they withdrew.
One of those killed, Marine Staff Sergeant Taylor Hoover, who is Hoover's son. Ever since, Hoover says he and other family members of those killed feel like they haven't been getting the truth about what happened from President Biden's administration.
We've been so disrespected and thrown under the bus, swept under the rug, whichever way you want to call it. They have never contacted us. Not once.
However, Hoover says President Trump did contact them right after the bombing and has stayed in touch, even agreeing with the families they deserve to know exactly what happened.
Absolutely, just tell me the truth. And all of the lies that we have been able to uncover just by digging ourselves and hearing the stories from the kids that were there.
And when President Trump said one of those involved in the planning of the bombing was apprehended.
And he is right now on his way here to face the swift sword of American justice.
Hoover feels what he's been fighting for all these years is getting close, thanks to an administration that listened.
He kept that promise.
Now, Hoover tells me he understands that during war, things get messy and people die. But he says the manner and the way his son and the 12 other American military members were killed, he says that could have been prevented and it should never happen again. After President Trump's speech last night, he says this administration agrees with him. Mike and Didi.
Thanks for following up on that story, Alex.